Hi Gemini, welcome to your September 2022 general reading. Thanks for joining me. My name's Michelle and this is for sun and rising signs. Gemini, let's see. I'm leaving this completely open to spirit, so whatever messages come through for you for the month of September. Let's see what we have for my beautiful Geminis. What's coming through for Gemini, please? Messages for Gemini. What does Gemini need to hear for the month of September, please, Spirit? I've been meditating on your energy, so let's get started with the reading. If at any time during the reading, Gemini, you're enjoying it, getting something out of it, then please do press that thumbs up button, that like button. I'd be so appreciative if you would do that. I know it doesn't seem like much, but it really does help out my channel a great deal. So if you would do that, I would be most grateful. Let's take a look here, Gemini. I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I thought I'd call on each of the elements here for this reading. So I'm going to start with earth energy, earth magic. So let's take a look. Message for my beautiful Geminis for the month of September. We have the river. Well, the river is constantly in motion, unless it's dammed up, of course. But in this case, it's moving. So I'm getting currents. There's an energy here of being swept along, movement. So let's see where that goes. Let's take a look at the fire element for my beautiful Geminis. Let's see. Message for Gemini. Message for Gemini. What does Gemini need to hear? What is the energy for Gemini for the month of September 2022 for Gemini? Okay. We have the circle of life. Probably given you that Lion King song in your brain. It wasn't meant that way, but yes, the circle of life. Gosh, we've got the river, we've got the circle of life. Okay, very strong natural energy. Now, when it comes to the air element, which is your wheelhouse, so to speak, let's take a look. Message for Gemini. For the month of September, I'm getting swept away by changes, swept up in changes. If you are living every experience fully, then death doesn't take anything from you. Yeah. So it does seem like something is coming to a conclusion with that circle of life, an ending. But so is there this new beginning with the river, where the river takes you. Okay. I get an energy of embracing change. You are someone, Gemini, who does embrace change. You tend not to hold on or to cling to anything. It's one of your Gemini superpowers, and it's something that leads you to great success in life. A lot of people tend to cling on, to hold on to things that are no longer serving them, and as a result, don't really reach the zenith, so to speak, of their powers in life for fulfillment. But I get you being able to reach those great heights. Yes. And it's by this energy of release. Now, when it comes to the water element, and we do have the river there, which already it just feels like you may be moving. Some of you, not all of you, you may be moving jobs, moving out of a relationship, but you're going with the change. You're being swept along with the change. You may even be, some of you are bringing the change. So let's see, what are your emotions? What are you feeling about this situation here, Gemini, in the month of September? What is Gemini feeling in the month of September, please, Spirit? And we have curious. May you open and explore. Well, that's the thing. That sense of curiosity. So Mexico may be a thing for some of you. You may be taking a trip to Mexico. I get or to any kind of tropical location. Let's see. We've got the Hierophant here. This is coming up as you. I get a strong old soul energy around you, Gemini. You take things on the chin. You take things as they are. There's an acceptance, an allowance, if you will, that comes with knowledge. You tend to be someone who is very intellectual. You tend to be someone who has sought out in their youth a lot of knowledge, and that knowledge has given you strength and power in later years. I'm getting that. So some of you, when you were young, you may have even followed some kind of spiritual practice or studied spirituality, theology for some of you. And this gives you an expansive knowledge. Some of you studied Eastern religion, like Buddhism, something like that. You've probably looked into a lot of different cultures and beliefs, and you have an expansive mind in that regard. I don't feel that you limit yourself in terms of one thing or another. And this seems to serve you well, because it's given you the ability to look at things, to look at life and what happens in life from a higher perspective. Not just in terms of how it affects you personally, but how it affects the world, how it affects other people. Okay. Now, when it comes to the energy that is around you, we've got the Page of Wands, or the Page of Bows. This is the stoat. He's a curious looking animal, isn't he? Okay. Now, there is an energy here of youth versus wisdom. Sometimes they can work at cross purposes. So Gemini, there may be somebody around you who doesn't share your level of knowledge or wisdom. This person tends to be someone who is perhaps I just get more of a younger energy. Now, they could be literally younger. There could be an age difference here. It may even be a child, or it's just someone with that is still a child, hasn't really grown up, hasn't developed your sense of rolling with the punches, going with the changes. This tends to be someone who is very energetic, very excitable, very adventurous, fun to be around. So it seems like I'm picking this up as someone that's around you. Okay, and this could be a family member for some of you. Now we have the Guardian here. Now this is the Devil card in traditional tarot. I'm using the Wildwood Tarot, the Wildwood Tarot here. The Guardian. I feel that you've wanted to protect this person. There's an energy here of protecting. So for some of you this is a child, but not all of you. It could even be like a romantic partnership for some of you, where this person is younger or just very childlike. So there is a feeling here of letting someone go to live their life, to learn. They only learn through experience. So you've learned, Gemini, you've learned through your experience. This person here, I feel, has a lot to learn. We've got the Four of Swords, or the Four of Arrows, right in the center. What I'm getting around this is a feeling okay. It's something that's happened with this person now. If it's a romantic partnership, I feel like there is a split here, a breaking apart. If it's a child, then it's also a split or a breaking apart, but it's for a different reason. It could be, but I feel like I feel like this is going, yes, it's going to affect you, Gemini, but not in a huge way. I just get an energy of, okay, you're looking at this situation, you're seeing it for what it is, you have knowledge of what it is, you don't need to be told why this person has to leave. You're recognizing that the river of change is upon you, that time waits for no man, that this person is going off to fulfill some other kind of destiny that you may not be part of at this point in time. And I get that this is the moment when this is happening, or it's just happened. I get this person moving on, and you also moving on. So it seems like you're moving on from this connection. There's an energy around this person of needing to grow up, needing to explore, needing to find out who they are outside of this connection or this relationship. Okay, so we've got this river of change happening. And we've got the Six of Stones, the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel that you have helped out this person a great deal. I'm getting a strong energy here of generosity. You've been very generous to this person. But, of course, that's going to... I feel like that's going to stop. Why? Because they need to stand on their own 2 feet. They need to grow up. They need to provide for themselves. There is an ending here, but it's very gentle. It doesn't feel like it's one of those explosive kind of endings. It just feels like a gentle ending. And Gemini, if anyone can pull that off, it's you. I don't feel that you're going to make a big fuss out of this. You're not going to stomp around and try to cling on to this. You're just looking at it rather matter-of-factly here and letting this go. Yeah. Now, of course, you probably had some pretty intense feelings about it, but I just get a sense here that you're being rather stoic about those feelings. Yeah. It's a natural kind of cycle, really. It's like death, right? Where did we have that? We had that here. We had in the air energy. If you are living every experience fully, then death doesn't take anything from you. So I get that sense. I get that sense around you of saying, you know what, I'm not going to... Yes, this is something that was disappointing. Ultimately, I feel that you did want to be with this person, or you did want to keep them around, but ultimately I get that you recognize that this has nothing to do with you as a person. I feel that you have been this person's protector. You have been very generous, very kind and supportive to this person. So it's just a very natural cycle here of someone leaving a situation to go off and pursue another thing. Now, I don't feel that there's third parties involved or anything like that here. It just, I feel that you're letting this go with the knowledge that, you know, this has got nothing to do with me as a person. You're not taking it personally. Yes, it's still hurtful, of course, but there is this gentle release of this person out into the world. And Gemini, you really are taking a higher-minded approach about this. You're not fighting or blocking this from happening. And I was getting that damn energy at the beginning. You know, the stoat. It's a very agile kind of energy, hard to pin down. You may have realised that this at some point that you couldn't hold on to this person, that they were there for a short time or a certain amount of time in your life, and you had some kind of realisation that they were going to eventually move on. There's something there about this person that I think you realised. I'm getting like a slippery character, somebody that was a lot of fun to be around, but not someone that you could hold on to for a long period of time. And I think you knew that, Gemini, a lot of you. Now, for some of you who this isn't a person, it could be a situation, a circumstance, a job that you saw as temporary. It's a temporary situation that's ending here. But it was always meant to be temporary. That's what I'm getting from Spirit. Now, when it comes to, we've got the Six of Cups here, the Six of Vessels. Yeah, this is not about clinging on to the past, wanting to hold on to the past. This is an energy of letting someone go so that they can mature, grow up. The thing is, you've got all of this knowledge, this wisdom, and you've been the teacher. You've taught this person well, but there's only so much knowledge that you can give them from your own experience. The rest has to be achieved through their own experience, is what I'm getting from Spirit. When it comes to what's being embraced here, we have the Knight of Swords, this hawk-like energy. Yeah, it's you recognizing that this person has to fly free, or that you. For some of you, this is you. You know? Take it as it resonates, guys. For some of you, this is you flying free from a situation. Well, my spirit guide is saying you are flying free. You're choosing to see this from that higher perspective of what you'll gain from letting go of this situation, which has reached its natural ending. Okay, all right. Now, we also have the Sun of life. Yeah, this is really nice energy. There is so much to be experienced in the world, and Gemini, you have this very expansive mind, and that's what you're choosing to focus on. You're choosing to focus on what happens next for you. So I get you really embracing freedom. So it seems like something here that's ended, something's being eclipsed out of your life. It may be a child-parent energy that, for what, take it as it resonates, guys. It's a general reading, but it could manifest in many different ways here, this ending. It could be a parent that has recently been eclipsed out of your life. It could be a child that is being eclipsed out of someone's life in order to go to school, college. It could even be a romantic partnership, which has been more like mentor-student, that kind of energy. It could even be that kind of relationship, a friendship, mentor-student. But whatever's happening here, Gemini, you're embracing the end and seeing it as something that's going to give you the freedom to explore, to expand into the next phase of your life. Whatever was going on here, I feel, had reached its natural conclusion. There was nothing more to be learned, nothing more to be taught, nothing more to be gained. But the two of you will gain so much more by going separate ways. This is what my spirit guide is giving me. We have the pole star here. Well, yeah, this is being divinely guided. This circle, I want to talk about the circle. And this is number 8. in the Mystical Shaman Oracle. Now, what I'm getting around the circle here is a sense of movement, and I was getting that with the earth energy there. It's a gentle shifting of something that once was seemingly stable. A gentle shifting. It's not a seismic kind of rocky energy. It's not a tower. It's nothing like that. It's just a gentle moving on. Now, we are, of course, connected to everything and everyone, including to spirit. There's an energy here of co-creation, having purpose in the world. You've had some kind of major effect on this person, and I feel that yes, they're leaving, but they're letting you know that you have been a major influence in their life. You have maybe even changed the course of this person's life in a very major kind of way. You have been very kind to this person. And there's a release here, but it's done with a gentle ease. And I feel that whoever this person is, I feel that they're going to let you know here, Gemini, that you've been very important to them. And they're ready, and there's this energy of being ready to let go of this. And it's been something here that they're going to find it very hard to do, but they're doing it. They're letting go. Yeah. Now, you're being faced with this challenge, which will feel like a loss, will feel like a disappointment. But remember that in this circle of life, nothing is ever wasted. Love will seek itself again. Prosperity will come from a new idea, a new opportunity. Spirit wants you to have something else in your life, and you will have something. You will have, if this was a love situation, you will have love again in your life. If this was something that was prosperous, you will have prosperity again in your life. And this feels like a lot of optimism here around you, Gemini. Like you recognize that while this is a natural ending, that it hasn't stopped the wheel for you, that there will be more for you to experience, more for you to enjoy in the future, Gemini. Yes, now when it comes to your emotions, I actually even feel that you are curious, or you've begun to be curious about your next steps. And I feel that that's what you're going to focus on here, Gemini, and that's going to lift you. It's going to help you heal from this loss, this disappointment that you've experienced with this situation. It's going to help you heal. And I want to read the air message again for you guys. If you are living every experience fully, then death doesn't take anything from you. So that's the thing. I think you're realizing that, you know what, I had a wonderful experience with this, whatever it is, a person, a job, a place. It was good while it lasted. It was a temporary energy, but I've got so much more to experience out there. And yes, this is a disappointment for me, but you know what? I'm excited and I'm hopeful that of what's next, because with the pole star, this feels very much like being guided towards your destiny, Gemini. Being guided towards a greater destiny. Walking into the unknown here with a sense of curiosity rather than fear, which again, Gemini, is one of your strengths. Some of you may even be already thinking about a potential person, someone that you're curious about, but it doesn't have to be that, of course. Now, I want to get one more card here before I let you go, Gemini. If you're interested in a personal reading, you can email me, gypsyinsights@gmail.com, or you can go to my Etsy store, Gypsy Insights Tarot. The link is down below. I am offering Skype readings now, so that's new. Let's take a look. And of course, special thank you to my podcast listeners on Apple, Spotify, Amazon Music. Feel free to check me out on YouTube, Gypsy Insights by Michelle. Message here for Gemini. What does Gemini need to hear? Following your bliss, my soul sings with joy. Yeah. This movement, this change is for your greater good. You're actually going to find a lot of joy. You had joy in this situation, but it's coming to its conclusion. But you're moving on to more joy, more bliss. So I feel, and freedom. I get that sense of freedom here. You're going to embrace your freedom, embrace the possibilities. Start to get curious again, and it's a little bit like a childlike kind of energy. So you've been in the role of this guardian, this teacher, this protector for a while, but now I feel that you're going to become more childlike, more curious, more adventure seeking, more optimistic. Yes, you've been playing this role for a while, but I feel like the next role that you play, it's a little bit like swapping the energies out here. You'd been the teacher to a younger energy. Well, now it seems like you're going to be that younger energy yourself, and for a lot of you, I get a sense here that this is going to make you lighter in spirit. I'm getting that. It's going to feel good. I even get a stronger energy of health and vitality, renewed health and vitality. So if you've been feeling a little bit heavy of heart, heavy, something weighing you down, physically, mentally, spiritually, I get that there's a release here, a letting go of what you were. Yeah, it feels like the weight of duty, weight of responsibility, weight of and I just get a sense of having the way paved. It's very clear in front of you. So there's nothing to fear, Spirit is saying. There's nothing to fear. Trust and have faith that things are going to work out. Gemini, I'm going to leave it there for you and wish you all the very best. Thanks again for watching. Please take care, and bye for now.